Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. I'm in Cleveland right now. In August in Cleveland, we facilitate a Coming to Unity retreat. This is a retreat for our Cleveland community, particularly our Chinmay Mission Cleveland community, to come together after a pause in June and July and to be ready for September. This year, instead of a retreat, we're tending to a camp. And this is special because it's the beginning of the completion of our 10 years of programming here in Cleveland. And so last night we began with a movie night. What movie would you watch to encourage a community to come together? Please share in the chat. If you're an administrator, an organizer, what movie would you watch to bring people together? In and Out, I think you mean Inside Out. In and Out, I think, is a restaurant name. Come on, think. Life is beautiful, yes. But see, you have to be that administrator that's acknowledging all sorts of age ranges, correct? And people. We watched Cars, the Disney Pixar movie Cars, which is old enough for lots of people not to have seen it. And what's lovely about this movie is they're all race cars. But the main car, Lightning McQueen, he only realizes his potential when he slows down. When he gets to this Route 66 area, Barstow, California, that's when he realizes how fast he can be. Before we began our movie yesterday, I had asked everyone, what is one way you can be better? From now until next year when we gather for Coming to Unity, what is one way you can be better? And the implication of this is, if you live in a busy way, you'll never become better. You have to slow down the mind, the body, to be able to nurture this intellect that pushes us towards being better. Meaningful Mornings is a daily opportunity to slow down. Can you share with me who you love the most? Write this in the chat. Who do you love the most? Yourself? So conceited. The self? Wow, what a narcissistic group. Of course you love yourself the most. You are the source of joy. And this is also why we love our Shastras, our Puranas, our scriptures, our educational stories, because what do they teach? What are they about? Us. If you don't have a love for our philosophical scriptures and educational stories, perhaps you don't realize what the vision of these scriptures and stories are about. In chapter 15, verse 18, Shri Krishna shares Kshara Atita, limits beyond. This is the same thought that we explored in chapter 14. And so the implication of this is whatever laziness there is in our personality, whatever aggressiveness there is, to grow out of this. In the next quarter, Shri Krishna shares Akshara Uttama. Kshara means that which is manifest, limits that are manifest. Akshara means unmanifest. These are limits that are unmanifest, like being filled with quietness or sattva. Please understand and appreciate. Sattva means like sat. It does not mean sat. A big finite number is not infinity. So Shri Krishna is sharing here, fill yourself with quietness and then keep moving forward. Go beyond. Tomorrow I'm facilitating a workshop here, again on coming to unity. So I'm sharing some insights with you, which I'm going to share tomorrow with our Cleveland community, on how to practice transcending, beyond, deepest. Remember Uttara, Uttama, deep, deeper, deepest? Here's another practice for all of us. What separates us is our nama, rupa, and guna, which in English is defined as names, forms, and qualities. Everyone is with me. This is not new. Now here's another way, or a new way to think about this. Nama or name can be associated with position. What separates us is that I feel my position is superior to yours. Now, how do I grow out of me living for position? Is to remember parts. Every one of us is a part to the whole. That helps us to dismantle this hierarchy that there's better parts and worse parts. Everyone is a part. Now we're a little bit closer. Next is rupa, or form. Perhaps we can associate personality with form. From position to personality. When I say, who are you, or what is your form? Instinctively we think about our body. This is my hair color. This is my skin type. But really, your form is your personality. The decisions you've made in your life, the relationships you keep. A way to grow out of investing in rupa, or form, or personality, is to understand and appreciate everyone has a distinct passion. Some have a passion for music, some have a passion for cooking. Instead of focusing on the passion for, focus on the passion. Everyone is passionate in their own way. So now we're even closer, correct? And here's the final part I want to share. Guna means quality. And what we can associate with this, how we can practice being deeper, is purpose. Purpose. That we all feel like we have different purposes, but finally, we all have the same purpose, which is to be peace-filled. To be peaceful. I'm pausing. This whole chapter, I've been encouraging everyone to go from deep to deeper to deepest. What is the deepest facet of every facet of creation? It is Dhamma, which is consciousness or presence. How do we get there? By going deeper than Nama, Rupa, Guna to reach Dhamma. Nama, instead of focusing on position, focus on all our parts. Rupa, instead of focusing on how we have different passions, focus on how we have passion. That's from personality to passion. Then Guna, instead of focusing on how your purpose is this and that, really everyone's purpose is to be peaceful. Does that work for everyone? A new way to think about how to go from Nama to Dhamma. Shri Krishna completes verse 18 by sharing, he is the Purushottama, not the Kshara Purusha, not the Akshara Purusha, but the Uttama Purusha, the deepest Purusha. The word Purushottama is often associated with Bhagavan Rama. He is known to be Maryada Purushottama, the one who raised the standard of life for all humans. That humans used to live like this, during and post Bhagavan Rama, he raised the standard of how humans are to live. Here, Sri Krishna is taking this even higher, that is to the highest, that you're not a human. You are divinity. You are, and then when you remove the words you and are, then divinity goes away too. Infinity. How many of you have understood what I've shared for the last 12 minutes? Verse 19. Yo mamevamasam janati purushottamam sasarvavid bhajati mam sarvabhavena bharata. Joy. Yaha, the one who's gone from deep, deeper, deepest, that person is asammudaha. There's mudha, sammudha, now asammuda. The one who is muda or foolish is one who is subject to moha or confusion. The one who's confused or moha is one who's mudha or foolish. Would you classify yourself as being confused? I feel I am, maybe you are, but our confusion is about reality. You're not confused about driving directions. You're not confused about what to invest in terms of stocks. You're not confused about how to cook bisi beli baat, which means lentil rice. Okay, I'm keeping matters simple. But confused about reality. Are you Nama or Dhamma? Are you a position or are you presence? 99% of humans, they're confused about reality. And so obviously, they're confused about their responsibility. And when you're confused about your reality, your responsibility, your default becomes to hold on to whatever's in front of you, which is individuality and family. that's all people live for. And here Shri Krishna is sharing, not the one who's the deepest. Janati Purushottamam, they know the deepest, the Dhamma, the presence. This knowing is not a knowing like I know this bookmark. It's not like even me knowing my thoughts. It is a feeling. It is a sense, like the sense of I. This janati is less about doing and more about being. Swami Tejomayananda shared, spirituality is not an action, it is the vision behind all actions. Saha. So Yaha is the one who's the deepest. Being more specific, Saha, such a seeker, Sarvavit, they know all. They know SQ, which means automatically built into that is EQ, which automatically means built into that is IQ. But that flow doesn't go the other way around. See, let me share it this way. Those who contemplate well, sleep well. Now you're all thinking, if you sleep well, then it must mean you contemplate well. No, it doesn't go in that flow. No, a wonderful reflection about this. Shri Krishna is Jnana Swarupa, which means Shri Krishna's nature is vision, insights, knowledge. And so, Bhajati Mam, the one who has this SQ is living for me, this was not decided by the person who's living for me. This was decided by Shri Krishna. How? His nature, his vision, insights, knowledge, that means he reveals himself to the one who is sincere, not the one who's scholarly. Being the deepest doesn't mean you know the most, it means you feel the most. That's why the word rishi means a seer, to whom Shri Krishna has revealed himself. Sarva Bhavena Bharata. The word Bharata is used here. It's the last word. In the next and final verse, the word Bharata is shared again. Sarva Bhavena means with their whole being, they live for Shri Krishna. They do not live in a practical way. Those who are approaching this in a practical way, I'm going to practice some spirituality and then I'm going to practice some worldliness. That's not Sarva Bhavena. Sarva means whole, completely. From inspiration to application. Your application yesterday was to watch, listen to the workshop on right actions with right attitudes. How many of you did this? I saw that a lot of you did. The views went up significantly. For those who have reached the right attitudes, what is the rightest attitude? Surrender. Here's your application for this morning. What do you do that is, I'm going to put this in quotations, practical? That you know spirituality is the only, but then you hold yourself back because you feel this is practical or that is practical. What do you do that is like that? Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be joy.